Today I have decided that I'm going to do mini braids. So my last video I done mini twists. I absolutely love them, but I wanted to try mini braids. Unfortunately they do take a lot longer, which is very annoying. Oh, by the way, I've hurt my wrist, but I just realized when I do my hair I'm going to have to take this off so that I can apply all of my stuff. Anyway, yeah, mini braids obviously take a lot longer, but I want to see what it's going to look like on my thin hair. So first things first, I need to moisturize my hair. This is freshly washed and blow dried hair, by the way. I've just sectioned off a little bit at the back. This is going to be the start of the braids, but we need to moisturize. So I'm going to just add a little bit of water, not too much. Don't really want it to revert. Now, these are the two hair creams that I alternate between. So this is the As I Am Double Butter Cream. And then I also use the Argan Oil, or the Cream of Nature Argan Oil, Creamy Oil Moisturising Hair Lotion. As you can see, I don't have a lot left, which is why I have it upside down. So I might as well use this up. Although there's not a lot of that left either, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, let's use this. I won't put too much, just enough for this little section. And then my favorite, avocado oil. Again, I'm not going to add too much. I don't want to overload my hair with product. If you want to see my hair routine in terms of the products that I use to shampoo, condition, bond repair, all of that stuff, I have a video on that you can check out. But yes, that is basically all of the products that I use to do the liquid, cream and oil, the LCO method. So as I go through all of the different rows on the mini braids, I'll do the LCO method. So I just personally prefer to do it row by row, but I know some people, they'll just do it across their whole head. Anyway, let's get started. We're going to be here for a while. It is now 4:15. Why did I start this now? Oh god. Let's see how long these mini braids take. But I am really excited, especially because when it comes to braids, your hair obviously is a bit more elongated. It makes your hair look longer, whereas with the twist they obviously spring up, and when they get wet and things like that, they spring up even more, whereas with the braids it keeps that length. So let's get started. Okay, so we've got our first bit of hair here that we're going to start with. At the back I always start with 4 braids or 4 twists, whatever I'm doing. I know some people do 3, but I've found that if I start with 4, that's probably that's the best size for my hair. If you have thin hair like me, just be cautious about 1, doing your part-ins too thick, or 2, doing them too small as well. Try and find a really good middle ground. I would say to practice to see what size you actually like. But yes, if you have thin hair, don't go for really big braids because it won't look that great. This is the Curl Defining Gel by Shea Moisture. I like to use this for my mini twists, and I'm going to be using it for these mini braids as well. I feel like the ingredients in this, my hair just absolutely laps it up. Really, really good. And I know that this is obviously a curl defining gel and I'm doing braids, plaits, but this gives a really, really good shine, and it also helps to keep the hair looking a bit neater. So that's why I'm going to be using this. I don't really like to go in with too much. You can see that there's not a lot at all. Just get that out of the way. I'm going to just run that through first. As you can see, it's starting to curl up. And then we can begin the braid. So I was a little bit conscious about doing mini braids at the moment because I got my hair trimmed when did I get it trimmed? About 2 weeks ago. And so I was concerned that the plaits would just come undone, basically. And also with these braids, I don't know whether to, I don't think I'm going to plait all the way down to the end. That looks so cute. Right, next one. One thing that I would say, if you are a thin hair girly doing mini twists or mini braids for the first time, is that you really need to trust the process. When you have thin hair, sometimes you can feel as though your hair doesn't look nice, or that, you know, oh, my hair would look so much better if it was like this, or if it was a lot fuller. But I've realized now that, like, you have to get more comfortable with the hair that you've been given, basically. So this is why I started this YouTube, because I wanted to show other girls that have thin hair that, you know, you can do the hairstyles and they can look good on you. Whereas I feel like when I was searching up like mini twists or mini braids on thin hair, there was like hardly anything out there. So, you know, wanting to see what my hair could potentially look like, I didn't have that, and that was quite frustrating. So I just thought to myself, well, I might as well just make the content myself then, which is why I'm basically, you know, trying all of these different hairstyles to see, one, what I can manage with, two, what looks good on me, and three, so that I can kind of document my hair journey that I'm on, basically, because I would like to grow my hair. I've had a bob now for like four or 5 years. No, when did I get a bob? I think 4 years. Yeah, about 4 years now. And so in my mind, I'm just like, I would really love to just let my hair grow and see what happens with it. And obviously now that I have the knowledge about, you know, retaining length and everything, I know that I will I know that I'll get there, basically. So it's really exciting. Another thing is that I really want to stop doing all of the like slick back hairstyles. Like, I had my hair in a slick bun twice this week. That was mainly because I had a few like work events and things like that, and it's just easy for me to just do that because I hadn't done my twists and I didn't have time to do them. That's another thing, the time aspect. If you don't have time, it can be really difficult. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with having, you know, the slick back and all of that, but obviously if you're having it all of the time, it is going to have an effect on your hair. And I have heat damage at the front of my hair, and I've realized that one of the main reasons why it probably feels like it's not improving is because of slicking my hair. Because when you slick your hair, I even noticed that even when I didn't have heat damage, the front of my hair was a lot straighter than the middle and the back, and that was because I was constantly brushing it and slicking it down, that it kind of just stayed that way, basically. So yeah, anyway, this is the first row done. They do look thin, but again, it's a trust the process situation. When I done my mini twists, they were thin, they were boneless. And then I was like, I just need to follow through. And then a couple of days later, they started to, you know, get a bit more like thickness to them. They started to look a bit more plump. And that just made me realize that I just need to keep going. I just need to plow through, rather than seeing it at its like beginning stages and being like, oh, this looks dead, like I don't like it. After 2 days, trust me, it'll look nice. Okay, it'll look nice. So whenever I do any kind of like twist braids, you know, actual like box braids and everything, I always do the bricklayer parting system. I just feel like that just looks the best. It works for me and it's easy. I would love to be able to do like the diamond, but it's just too much work, honey. Okay, it is 4:55 and this is where I'm up to. So that first third is done. I now need to part the rest of my hair. Honestly, parting is like the worst bit. I absolutely hate it, but I like clean parts, so it needs to be done. It is 5:15 and this is where we are at. Which I actually think is not too bad. So I'm going to be doing one of the first ones towards the front. And this is where I have quite a bit of heat damage. And so when I had the mini twists, these just would not look that great because obviously there's heat damage. So the twist wasn't as like springy as juicy. But because we are going to be doing this with a plait, I feel like it's going to come out quite nicely. So it's 5:39 right now, and this is where we are up to. For some reason, I thought that this would take a lot longer than it's taking. So I've only been doing this I started at 4:40, I think. So an hour? No. Or did I start at 4:20? No, I started at 4:15, I think. Okay, so it's been over an hour. It's been an hour and a half. But that's not that bad. Also, I decided to go for a side part. I just feel like with mini twists and braids, the side part looks nice, especially when your hair's short as well. If my hair was longer, I might have done a middle part because then there's like more to it. My wrist is finished. Also, guys, just for reference, I am not plaiting all the way down because I don't want any drama when I'm taking these out. Just makes it a bit easier. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm on the last two. This is so exciting. Oops, put a bit too much. It is 7:41. I can't lie, I definitely did have a break in between and had a little cheeky scroll on TikTok. So I probably would have finished maybe like 20 minutes ago if I'd not had a break, but I needed it, man. Been doing this for 3 hours, nearly 4. And the last one. I actually can't believe that I've done this. There's a woman that I follow on TikTok and she done mini braids and her hair is like 4 times the length of my hair, and she had to space that out over the course of like 2-3 days. So mine has only taken 3.5 hours, but that's literally because my hair is obviously like not even shoulder length. So if your hair is longer than this, just prepare for the fact that it will take long or longer. And we are done. Oh, let me show you the back. Okay, so this is the ORS olive oil mousse. I don't think I've used any other mousse, like, ever. Oh. Wow, I'm making a mess. All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. Today is Monday. But yeah, I just love the fact that, like, I can just get up and go. So for example, today I woke up, I've already done a workout, I went to Tesco's. I've been very productive today. And like, I didn't have to worry about like fixing my hair afterwards. And like, one of the annoying things about my hair is that, like, I saw the most growth in my hair when I was a straight natural, which is very annoying because I don't want to be straightening my hair, especially because I'm like working out often. Like, I just don't have time to be dealing with my ends getting, not my ends, my roots getting puffy. So like, the roots would be an afro and then the rest of the hair would be straight. Like, I don't know how I used to do it because I was working out then as well. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe my hair just looked mashed up and no one told me. But yeah, I just want to find hairstyles that just make my life easier. That's the goal. Please make my life easier. So yeah, this is your sign to do mini braids, do mini twists. Like, and the thing is, just try it. If you don't like it, you can literally just take it out. Like, I know it will be a bit of a waste of time, but just try it. Especially with twists as well. You can do twists at home. You don't need someone to do that for you. Obviously, I know with like mini braids where you're plaiting the hair, it can be a bit more difficult, especially if you're not used to doing like plaits and stuff. But with the twists, like, it's quite easy to twist. And I've seen a lot of girls, they haven't parted their hair, they've just like parted their hair with, well, they have parted their hair, but they've used their finger. Me, I can't do that. I need like straight parts, as you can see. But for some people, they don't need that, and that's absolutely fine. So yeah, I would say try it out, see how you feel, and then take it from there. Cool, that is me ready for the day. Hey guys, today is day 4 of my mini braids. I've done these on Saturday and today is Wednesday, and this is what they are looking like. I feel like they look pretty neat. I'll try and find a picture of when I had mini twists on day 4 to show you the difference, but I do think that these look quite neat. And also, as you can see, where I left out a little bit of the ends, they've now started to curl up. But anyway, I'm gonna hydrate them before I go to bed, so let's do that together. So I actually decided to add warm water. So I boiled the kettle maybe like 15, 20 minutes ago. So I used the last bit of that because warm water, especially if you have low porosity hair, it will help your hair to absorb the products basically. So let's start spraying. And obviously you want to be spraying your whole head, but like your main focus should be your ends because that's the weakest point of your hair. Just to make sure that that's all in, and also my edges as well. Then my leave-in conditioner, this is the As I Am leave-in. I don't know if you guys just heard my belly make that noise. I had a big dinner. And again, just focus that on your ends. And then last but not least, we've got our avocado oil, my favourite oil. So I've actually worked out 3 times this week, and the fact that my hair's still relatively neat, I am very impressed. I'm going out tomorrow, so I'm excited to like style it properly because I've just been at home. I'm excited to style it properly, put some makeup on, put a nice outfit on. You know, when you go out for dinner, you like to look a bit cute. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And that is it, guys. Hair is nice and moisturised. Gosh, I just love the fact that like I just wake up and I go. Like I just don't have to think about my hair. Oh, it's just perfect. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think they look better as they age? I think that they do. I like when the ends curl as well. But yeah, I've been really enjoying these mini braids. I did enjoy the twists as well, but I just feel like the braids don't look as frizzy. Definitely doesn't look as frizzy. I'm going to bed. Good night.